Hey, what's going on? It's Jacory Croskey-Merritt, and you're listening to the Fantasy Football Counselor.
Welcome to the show. I got a massive episode here for you. We are talking about the top 5 running back sleepers that I absolutely love. And on this show, we've got JCM, also known as Bill, also known as Jacory Croskey-Merritt on the show. Washington Commanders running back, 7th round draft pick, who just tore up preseason, had a big 27-yard run. There's been a lot of buzz about him, called his age. I'm like, I got to have him on the show. I really want him on the show. The fantasy community wants to hear from him. That's at the end. I'm saving it here, the interview with Jacory. Okay, guys, Jacory Croskey-Merritt on the show. Just call him JCM. I think we agreed that's what we're going to call him. So if you're new to the channel, smash it, tap it, slap it, hit the thumbs up. A lot of energy here. Fantasy football is back. I'm bringing the energy, guys. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up. It really helps the channel. Hit a thumbs up for me. Hit a thumbs up for JCM. Hit a thumbs up for Fantasy Football's back, all right? Hit that thumbs up. And make sure you guys, if you want to win your leagues, I implore you, do not draft without this. Grab the 16-round draft solution, sleepers, breakouts, optimal players draft in each round. Everything you need, ironclad roster. I give you a printable cheat sheet, which I update till the season starts. Everything laid out. Grab 16 rounds. You'll never look back at rankings again. This is the future because I do a lot of the digging and diving and omitting of the guys that are going to bust. So you guys have the optimal players. So you have that perfect ironclad roster. Done. Grab 16 rounds. Don't draft without it. I do direct coaching as well. I've linked that below. We could book a call. It's booking up fast. Let's set up a time to talk. And also Patreon group, the Frontlines. Amazing stuff. Waiver wire starts and sits in season. Get set up on Patreon. Everything down below. All right. Let's dive into the sleepers here that I love. At the end, we got the interview with JCM on the show. All right, let's talk about it. We're talking running back sleepers. The first one that I absolutely love. You're saying, well, Joe, he's not really a sleeper. Is Travion Henderson. And yes, he is a sleeper. RB20. Currently, we've got Connor ahead of him. Connor, come on, guys. We're over the Connor times. Like, you know, he was cool like 3 years ago, maybe. But like RB19 is Connor. Chuba's 18. Cook, okay? Buffalo Bills. Cook just had a big 18 touchdown season last year. Come on. RB16, and we got Henderson, who's young, hungry, dynamic, tearing up training camp and tearing up preseason, and he's RB20. Now, if you want Travion Henderson, you got to get him round 3, because I'm telling you, depending on where you're drafting from, he may not be available, and then you're going to be very upset if you don't get him. So Travion Henderson, 58th overall, RB20. Okay, that's on the consensus rank. We're talking generic consensus. If you're in a big money league, do not be surprised if this guy does in fact come off literally in round 3, maybe even round 2. You know, if we start hearing more and more buzz, these guys start trending, just like JCM, right? He is actually sitting. We're going to talk about him in a second, but JCM, Bill on the show, he's known as Bill. We'll talk about that. Is RB52, and he was completely off the radar. He's jumped up a little bit, right? Now he's really buzzing. So it can happen fast, okay? So I just still think Henderson's a value in comparison, in contrast, where he's going to finish, because I see this guy finish top 5, top 10. He's got literally no competition in New England, okay? Travion Henderson, love him, speed, lowering his shoulder. And the way I compare this guy is like Jahmyr Gibbs, but stronger. That's how much I like this guy, okay? Travion Henderson, you might want to grab him in round 3, okay? Number 2, before we get to this interview, I'm super excited, okay? Caleb Johnson. Now, I want to talk about this guy here. Caleb, let me pull up the Caleb Johnson banner here. He's kind of lost a little bit of buzz with me. Why? Well, right now, sitting round 6 to 8 ADP. I was in a big money league, came off later, round 8, RB29. I'll tell you why I'm kind of a little bit not off him, but not feeling him as much. But why he could also finish as a top 10 running back, right? Number 85 overall, RB29. You're looking at, like I said, round 7 to 8 ADP. We are talking about a guy who is workhorse battle tested. He can run, he can catch. The problem is, I've been hearing at a training camp that they're calling him, not calling him, but I'm hearing some scouting reports and I'm reading some articles where they're kind of saying he's like Najee 2.0. That's not what I want to hear. All right. His preseason game looked okay. I don't know. I'm a little bit concerned. I saw him do a punt return, didn't look as explosive, obviously, as a Travion Henderson. That's the bad. Oh, and there's pass protection issues. That's the bad. The good is Steelers don't have anybody else. They got Warren, who's actually ranked RB28, which is one ahead of Caleb, who's RB29. But Warren, years to wow us, we're not wow. Now, his pass protection is probably better than Caleb. He's been on the team longer. He knows how to handle that offense. But Caleb, listen, there's 260 attempts freed up with Najee gone. I mean, you can only do better than what Najee did. I was reading some statistic, like Najee's longest run was 37 yards, which was like shorter than Harbaugh's. I think he was a quarterback. His coach Harbaugh's rushing, which was like 42. Some weird statistic I saw where Harbaugh ran 42 yards longest and Najee was like 37. I get tons of data and like articles and tweets or whatever on my phone, and I'm just reading stats. It's all a blur. But either way, we know Najee can't average 4 yards a carry, right? Like it's brutal. So Caleb Johnson comes in. I just think it's an improvement. They got to use him. But here's what shocks me. Like you got Montgomery, RB23, Pollard, 24. I'd rather have Caleb Johnson just based on youth upside, opportunity, and volume. Montgomery is the 2 when you are in theory rolling the dice on a potential 1, because I just don't think Warren's the guy. So I still think he's a great sleeper as my RB4, not as my RB1. Don't go 0 RB and wait and get James Conner and stack a Caleb. Even though Caleb, I think, could do really well, but there's a huge risk because you want to go with those early round running backs to secure yourself. Okay, very, very important. All right, number 3 here, as we go through this, is Trey Benson. Let's talk about Trey Benson here. RB47, round 10 to 11 ADP. Now, Trey Benson is in a lot of my leagues, but he is my RB5. He is padding my top heavy running backs, roster. Because I am going literally 3 to 4 running backs in the first 4 or 5 rounds. I'm not holding back. All right. And a lot of those guys are rookies. That's okay. So I look at a guy like Trey Benson and I look at opportunity, a 3rd round pick last year, strong, breaks tackles, and Connor is just at the end of I'm telling you, Connor's at the end of the line. It's over for Connor. And I don't mean to be mean, but James Conner, years to wow us, we're not wowed, had a couple good seasons, very volume dependent. And now we're looking at a situation here where literally Trey Benson can emerge. And I've talked about this before. He came out and said, we're going to have 2 RB1s. He's hungry. He wants it. We've had Kyler Murray come out and say that Trey Benson's going to do better. He's stepping up. Great value, RB47 on the rankings. I like him better than James Conner. I'm telling you, man. But as my RB5 for a potential to take over a Conner injury, which has happened before and very viable again, Benson takes over that backfield. I like him a lot. Okay, 143 overall and RB47. Great value for a guy who's young and going to emerge on that Arizona Cardinals offense, right? Number 4 here, great value as well. Not a deeper sleeper. Now, there is deeper sleepers. Kyle Monagai, Woody Marks. There's a bunch of other running back sleepers that won't necessarily get an immediate impact. If there's an injury, then bam. These guys could really emerge. Some of these guys, like Ollie Gordon, there's another one for you, right? I didn't put him on this list because he's not going to get that immediate impact as long as Achane's healthy. An Achane injury, Ollie Gordon, bam, to the moon, which is very viable, right? Because I don't believe in Achane. Injury could happen. I don't believe in Connor, hence why I like Benson. So you want to stack some of these rookies. And again, in the 16-round draft session, I explain how to build that optimal ironclad roster, but you want to stack these running backs later, okay? You'd want to stack them on top of your workhorse top-heavy guys as padding, as potential breakouts, okay? So going to RJ Harvey, round 4 to 5 ADP, great value, okay? Great value for this guy. And you probably want to lean a little bit more round 4. We saw the 1 touchdown in preseason. Not bad. Because there was a lot of talk in training camp that he's running it on the outside, beating defenders on the outside, but he's got his natural ability to dance, run it to the outside. He ran it in the middle in preseason. Ran it, found the hole, ran through, escaped, touchdown. Good. Maybe he needed that to break out of his up the middle run, whatever, the thing that he was struggling with from what I was hearing from training camp. So that's positive, right? We're obviously going to contend with Dobbins, but I really believe talent emerges. And the ability to make people miss is what RJ Harvey thrives in. Okay, as your RB4 or an RB3 on your roster, I love him. If you go Bijan, right, by Jan, you come back, you get a Kyron or a Hampton, you get an Allen round 3, and you get Harvey round 4 as your RB3. That's a good value. Okay. Now, again, I've seen how Broncos kind of mess up their running backs. We saw it with like Royce Freeman a couple years ago. Philip Lindsay was there, and like they kind of have these bursts, but they never really stick. I'm hoping that they believe in Harvey and they make him their workhorse because I think they're set at quarterback. I love Bo Nix this year. I love Pat Bryant. I was reading a report that Pat Bryant is special from one of the beat writers. Listen, I love this offense, okay? And RJ Harvey, man, I'm telling you, there's something there. I think he's special. Round 4 to 5, great value, okay? And the final one, we're going to bring him on the show here. I want to introduce, and I'm just grateful to have him, young, very friendly guy. And he's got a lot of heart. You could tell this guy's hungry. I'll let you listen to the interview anyway. But Jacory Croskey-Merritt sitting as RB52. Now, it says, this is on consensus, right? Like round 12, but he's literally coming off. I saw him again in the Big Money League round 8. He's a little inflated right now because we don't know, at the time of this recording, we don't know if Brian Robinson is going to get traded. I don't know. There's talk, if he gets traded, that really opens up the door for JCM to become the RB1. There's a huge opportunity there. 7th round pick. Listen, I love the fact that he was drafted in the 7. He's getting this huge opportunity in a window to potentially be the 1 and take over. It's exciting. He's got heart, 4.5 speed. Anyway, let's get to the interview and we'll talk after. Let's introduce JCM, aka Bill, on the show. Thank you for coming on. Let's roll the clip. All right, man. We've got a fantasy football running back sleeper. I know you fantasy guys have heard the buzz around Bill. He's known as Bill, but also Jacory Croskey-Merritt. Big name here. Big play in preseason yesterday. I'm excited to have you on the show. You're buzzing, man. You're hot right now. When I called your agent, I had to put my phone down because it was so hot, man. You're trending. You're trending everywhere. I think Google's gonna break down, man. What's happening?
Oh no, I mean the world just finally catching on, and I just look forward to just building each week,
Man, I
each
love your
day,
energy.
day by day.
I love your energy when you came on. I love the energy. I'm feeling it. First of all, let's talk about the name because it's so unique in a sense that like it's not as like John Smith. Like John Smith, like I can remember that, but I gotta sit down and think like Jacory Croskey-Merritt. Can you explain the name? Is Croskey the middle name? Can you kind of explain it? And what's the whole Bill thing?
Okay, so Jacory, I mean, obviously that's my first name. Kroski is my dad's last name, and Merritt is my mom's last name. So I
Gotcha.
wanted to just put both of their names together. Like I just didn't want to leave one of them out. So that's how that came about. But Bill is just like a I mean, it's just like a nickname that I got when I was younger. I used to have a bald head, so they used to call me Little Bill, the character. So that's how that came about.
I don't know what's gonna stick because you got so much going for you. Like, they might call you CM or JCM. Like,
JCM.
that's trending right now.
Yeah.
Like JCM, like CMC, right? It's kind of just.
Mhm.
I like JCM
Yeah.
6.
Yeah, I like JCM too. That's cool. I like JCM.
Man, am I excited for you. Round 7 pick out of Arizona. And here's the thing, right? Like, you're kind of like, whenever you're like outside the top 5 rounds, I find that those running backs, this is just from my experience, are kind of like off the radar. I had Kyron Williams on the show last year, and he was completely off the radar. Like, everyone was kind of sleeping on him, stuff like that. But at the end of the day, man, like he came out and had the opportunity and he tore it up on that opportunity. So I'm asking you now, man, how are you feeling? Do you feel kind of going in now kind of as the underdog? Is that kind of disadvantage or is that more of an advantage for you? Is it more of a chip on your shoulder? How are you feeling?
It's definitely an advantage for me. I love being an underdog. I like being counted out. It just made me go harder. I mean, it's been like that my whole life. So I mean, me just being the underdog, it helped me get to where I'm at now. Like nothing was given to me, and it don't matter how much like success I get, I'm still gonna feel like the underdog.
That's the best thing, man. I find that if things are given to you, it's not as rewarding. That's what I found with
Uh-huh.
me because I've been grinding since 2016 to get where I am, and I'm still building. And it's like
Mhm.
nobody's ever given me a handout. And I like the 7th round. pick. It's like you're on the team now. You got an opportunity. There's a possible trade going on the team where you're emerging up the depth chart. I got to ask you, man, that preseason game was awesome. It was a 27-yard run. He had 11 carries, 46 yards, touchdown, I think a couple receptions. What was because I had Elijah Arroyo on the show and I asked him because he hadn't scored his first touchdown. What's the feeling? I know it was preseason. You got in the end zone. How does that feel? Was that NFL moment? Did it feel real? Like the dream to reality? How can you explain the moment?
It felt great. I mean, once I had all that space, I'm like, oh man, like it's really happening. And then like, I mean, when I got in there, that was like one of the best feelings ever. Like just going like an NFL touchdown and like jumping in the crowd. Like that's something I always wanted to do. And like, I mean, I was able to do it yesterday. So I mean, it's no better feeling than that.
And I'm sure there's going to be many more. And that's what
Oh yeah, for sure.
For sure. I'm excited about it. Okay, so let's talk about the buzz, right? Obviously, I reached out to you. You're off I dig deep, right? But you're off my radar. Simply, again, that 7th round pick. There's a lot of people on that depth chart. Now you're suddenly emerging. You do good in preseason. There's a lot of buzz. Have you felt the buzz already? Because I saw you all over. First of all, are you familiar with fantasy football and how big it is?
I'm not. I'm definitely not.
Well, ask Austin Eckler. Eckler's really embraced teammate the fantasy community. He's really taken it in. A lot of players are kind of like, I don't want to deal with that. But what you got to understand is that it's proportional. So when we're cheering you on, whether it be good or bad, because there's going to be some bad, right? Let's say you have a down game. We all have down games, down days in life. The community might come at you, man. You didn't score points for me. You know, don't take it personal. We want your success because when you succeed, we succeed. It's proportional. When you have 5 touchdowns, that helps our fantasy team, right? Some players don't understand it, but Eckler was a guy that absolutely embraced it. So that's one thing I really like about him is that he embraced it. Hopefully you do as well. But my question to you is like lately, are you feeling some of that? Like, hey, you got to do well for my team. I'm drafting you. Are you getting that from like all angles right now?
Yeah, I definitely am. I mean, everywhere, like every app, like I definitely see it. And I mean, I'm gonna go out there and give my best, like no matter what. Like every time I'm on the field, it's gonna be like 100% effort. So, I mean,
that's all we ask, man. That's all we.
Yeah, like it's gonna be 100% effort, like from start to finish.
And it's for obviously it's for your team. It's for your legacy.
Yeah.
Speaking of legacy, is there any running backs you grew up that you admired, like an Adrian Peterson or somebody? Who was your kind of running back idol growing up, if any at all?
I wasn't able to watch Barry Sanders growing up, but I mean, once I got older, I ended up learning his game and like that's one of the running backs that he's one of my favorites.
That's awesome, man. So like, is there a game that you like your game resemble? Like, who would you compare your game resembling like, or are you just kind of like in your own lane?
I would say I like Jameer. Think he's a good back. I like Alvin Kamara. I like those guys. They're very smooth and they do stuff that I want to do.
So how is the chemistry? Because I'm a Jaden Daniels. I think that guy is like special.
Yeah, he is.
Is he, as your experience, you look at him, how good, like you're there, like you're in the like you're playing with the guy on the field. How good is Jaden Daniels?
Nah, he's legit. He good on and off the field, and like it's a blessing to be able to like have a quarterback like that on my team.
Is he like, who is kind of taking you under their wing to some degree and kind of mentored you? Is there any guys coaching that have kind of stuck out to you and said, hey man, I'm really gravitating. He's been really pushing us on the roster. Is there any particular players that have kind of really helped you out?
Definitely Austin. I would say Austin. And the vets in the running back room, they've been pushing me every day, just helping me with my game, like the small stuff. So those guys definitely been with me since day one.
Did the speed feel different when he hit the NFL? Did you be like, oh man, this is like, because I was watching Genty, man. Like, I don't know if you saw the Ashton Genty. That's why the Raiders I've got a lot of Genty fantasy football stock, and I had Dante Thornton on the show. They hit Genty hard, man. Like, they're out to like, hey, rookie, welcome to the league. Are you feeling the pressure, like, hey, rookie, the welcome to the league?
Oh yeah. It's definitely a different speed to the game, and like it's gonna take a couple games to like where it feel back normal. But I mean, I feel like it's just all a part of the process.
Nice, man. Listen.
Yeah.
I'm really excited for you. I don't want to make this too long of an interview. Let's talk about fantasy real quickly here. Your average draft. Do you know where you're ranked? I just want to know where you think. Do you know where you're ranked amongst running backs on? Because what we do is we have consensus rankings. It's kind of like a generic ranking system. It doesn't really. It means just kind of where we pick you up in the draft, right? Where we draft you.
Mhm.
Would you know what your rank is right now?
I don't.
Okay. You are running back 52. You've shot up a little bit. Out of 52
Mm,
running backs, people think, the consent, not me. I think you're going to do better than what people think, but the consensus, like the general feeling of the community feels you're running back 52, which is, I think, insulting, and then you're coming off round 13. But I saw a money league, a big high stakes league. It was on YouTube. You came off in the 8th round, which is pretty good, man. That's pretty good
mhm,
value for a guy who hasn't done any fantasy production yet. You're a rookie, right? That's pretty
uh-huh,
good. You've shot up.
mhm. Yeah, so I mean, you get me on your team, you can't lose.
Well, that's what you're leading right into my question. So this is the
Yeah.
question I ask. I'm going to build it up. So, Bill, should I call you? What do we call you first of all? JCM? What's the deal?
Whichever one, I like all of them. Like whichever one come easy for you.
JCM rolls off the tongue nice. So,
Okay, it's JCM.
JCM, you are creating a lot of buzz. A lot of people, you're on people's radar now. So, what do you tell the fantasy managers? Should we draft you on our teams for fantasy football 2025?
I mean, you got an underdog who's hungry as ever. So I mean, week in and week out, I'm always looking to do better than I did last week, and I mean, I'm hungry. So
I love
you
the
know,
attitude, man. I absolutely love
yeah,
that. I love the confidence. I love the little bit of a chip on the shoulder, that hunger.
yeah,
Can I just get before you go? Can I just get a little backstory, a little bit about your upbringing, what drives you? For me, as an entrepreneur, I have my why, right? It was the
yeah.
loss of my dad, and the underdog. What is your why? You wake up every morning. Is it for mom? Is it for dad? Is it for yourself? Is it for legacy? What is your why every morning that drives you?
It's definitely for family, mom and dad, and legacy, like you said. I mean, and what drive me to, I was a 0-star recruit. I always felt like I was better than that. I knew I was better than that, but I mean, it's just position that I was put in. I mean, and like me just being an underdog and just knowing what I want, just knowing what I want out of this. And I mean, I always had to go take what I wanted. So that kind of explained my upbringing. You feel me?
I love the underdog turn top dog, and
Yeah.
you've hit this mountain where you're already there. This is it. You've got the opportunity. Now you just grab the bull by the horns. You just go.
Oh
Literally.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, for sure.
This is it, man. And how do you feel about the team in general? Washington's gonna be a tough division, man. The
Mhm.
Eagles, the Cowboys think they got it this year. It's not an easy division. How are the Commanders gonna hold up? Again, I love Jane Daniels, but how do you think you guys are gonna hold up in your division? You guys feel really confident going into the season?
Yeah, I think we got a lot of dogs on the roster, and we got a brotherhood, and like if it, once you have a brotherhood, you're gonna fight. You're gonna fight to the end, and I feel like we got a lot of dogs on this roster.
JCM, man, listen, I really appreciate you coming on. Council Nation is going to be rooting for you. You got
Yeah.
thousands upon thousands. I'm going to get this video, blast this video out for you, and just get more eyeballs to you. I want to keep
Mhm.
that buzz going because sometimes the name comes out, then there's a little bit we don't talk about them for a bit. But I want to keep you going, and then your gameplay on the field is just going to continue to magnify your legacy here, man. So I'm really
Yes,
excited.
sir.
Love the attitude. I'm excited for you, and that 7th round, let's prove him wrong, man. Look what
Oh
Kyrie did.
yeah.
Look what Puka did. Remember Antonio Brown wasn't a 1st round pick, and
Yeah.
I don't know what he's doing now. That's not here. What we're talking about when he was doing it still on the field, right?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, man, I'm pumped. Let's go
Let's
NFL.
go.
Let's go, man. So,
Yeah, you can't go wrong with JCM. That's all I'm gonna say.
listen, I appreciate you, man.
Yeah,
JCM, thank you for coming on the show. Drop a like, drop a comment for him, and go follow him on all social media platforms, man.
man,
Thank you.
appreciate you.
We're out. There you have it, man. Super nice guy. And it was a pleasure to have him on the show. I love getting athletes on. If you guys want more of these interviews, if you want the truth to sports, if you want to win your fantasy leagues, subscribe, thumbs up, turn on the bell, and go grab 16 rounds right now if you want to win your leagues. All right. Listen, pleasure. It was fun talking sleepers. I got a lot of energy, guys. Fantasy football is back, so I'm bringing the heat here. Make sure you guys turn on the bell. I got Jimmy coming back. I got Walter coming back. I got the bald guy. We're rolling out contact. Connor. It's exciting here. So NFL players, Truth to Sports, Fantasies, #1 podcast in fantasy. Subscribe, thumbs up, and I hope you have an outstanding day. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. We will talk soon. We're out.